What is good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm sorry it has been maybe like 2 days since I had posted my first video, but it's been a while, 2 days. I've been trying to just get everything together, wrap my mind around everything that's been happening, all these amazing things that have been going on. And yeah, so as of right now, I am about a couple of hours away from getting on the bus and heading to Chicago. Which is funny now that I just said in a couple of hours, because it's crazy how everything that has been happening lately with this trip, everything's been happening in like twos. I was supposed to go to Chicago in 2 months. Then it changed to 2 weeks. Then it changed to 2 days. Now it's been 2 days since I made a video. But anyways, and it's 2 hours before I'm leaving. But yeah, so I'm planning on recording some things on my way to Chicago. I don't know if I'm gonna make that like short form content, like reels or something, but I will say that my next complete video, it's gonna be my first attempt at editing, so it's gonna be a little rough. I'm gonna use it as my little practice run, but that video will be of me at the hostel that I'm gonna be working at in Chicago. I'll probably record a video of me getting there and stuff, but I'm gonna be taking buses for over 24 hours. It's gonna be over a day, but I will try and record as much as I can on that ride, depending on what the bus is like. There might be a lot of people there, but whatever, we'll see. But yeah, I'm super fucking excited, and I wish I could sit here and try and be relatable to everyone in a sense where I could say, oh, I'm like so nervous and I'm kind of scared, because that's legitimate. But honestly, I'm not fucking scared at all. Like, I'm not. I really am not. I haven't been scared of anything for a long time, but especially now with everything that's going on, and realizing that I have something, power inside of me that we all have, and now that it's been kicked back up, this is the time, the whole point of everything that has been happening, right? The emergence in consciousness and everything. Yes, it is about knowing and understanding. And there are many people out there right now that are waking up and remembering. And there's all kinds of information being thrown around, which is great because it needs to get around, you know what I mean? And everybody has a part to play. But for me, I'm like, okay, now that we have all this knowledge, right? We know what's going on. We could feel the shifts in the energy, right? What do you do with it? What is the whole point? All of this has been trying to remind us that we are creators, and we're creators on a quantum level, and all of this is telling us, like, you can create whatever reality you want for yourself. It is literal fucking magic. Like, real magic, not no sci-fi bullshit, like real magic. And it's the whole point of it all. Now everybody that's getting this shit beamed into their head right now, because there's hundreds, thousands of us at the moment. I actually just started talking to another person last night that's been going through it, and his brain is exploding with all kinds of mathematics. Like, it's insane. It's the way, like, it's been happening with me, where my mind's been exploding with science and mathematics and art and culture and all kinds of stuff. I've been building and creating things, and I'm very excited for when I start sharing that. I'm not going to yet, but you know, all things in good time. So, with that being said, I am not afraid of anything anymore, you know, and those of you who actually know me personally, you know that I'm always bouncing around and trying to get to another place in the country, and I've spent like my whole life searching for happiness in places, you know, and I've always felt like the happiness that was meant for me is always out there somewhere. Why can't I find it? Why isn't it coming to me? And you know, I was realizing that the timing was off, and taking into consideration what I'm doing now, which is essentially the same thing, traveling around like I pretty much have done, but now the timing is right. I wasn't the kind of person that I am right now, you know. So, game on. Especially now that somebody's turned all the magic back on, because now the party really starts, you know. Now you're meant to create, you're meant to have fun, you're meant to love, enjoy your fucking life. Life is meant to be lived and not survived through. Like, I say that all the time to people. And, you know, unfortunately, the cycle that we get sucked into and everything, it does not allow for you to really fall into that reason of living fully, you know. Like, you're always kept stressed out and worried and this and that, and I've learned to let go. I'm constantly taking leaps of faith, man, like constantly. And the way I've actually, with that being said, so I came up with like this simplified way to explain how I would explain some of the ways that manifestation works, right? I even posted something about it in my Facebook group, which, if anybody wants to join my Facebook group, it is called The Collective Soul of the Universe, and you're welcome to join, share some cool shit, spread around some love, you know. But anyway, so the explanation I came up with was, say you have a bowl, right? Say it's a bowl filled with liquid. Let's say that liquid is the ether, dusty plasma, whatever you want to call it. It's the ether that's around us, thing that people have been talking about for centuries. So you got a bowl filled with the ether. You got two droppers, okay? Say you got two colored dyes. One dropper is you, one dropper is what you want. Put a drop on each end of the bowl, right? So now, you and what you want, you're already in the same space, okay? You're connected through the ether, but you're not exactly touching each other, you know? You're floating in the ether. So, now, when it comes to movement is a big thing when it comes to manifestation, because you gotta move. You know, you gotta swirl around the dusty plasma. I call it crystal soup. That's what I like to call it. It's a crystalline plasma dust, you know? Almost like a crystal, but liquid, but gas. It's so weird. It's like everything all at once. But anyway, so okay, you got you and what you want dropped in there. Well, how do you start touching each other? Okay, you got to move. So you take a stir. Let's say I start where I am, the drop, and I stir around once, right? Now you got the plasma moving. Now pieces of you and what you want are starting to swirl, okay? And this is, you know, you start putting your intention into it and your emotion, and you really, really want it. But okay, now you did one turn, it's swirling, right? Do another turn. Now, pieces of you and what you want are starting to entangle even more. Manifestation is all about quantum entanglement, all right? You have to entangle yourself with what you want on a quantum level, and your body does that automatically. You are a quantum machine. So, I wrote a whole paper about it, actually, for out of nowhere. One night I couldn't sleep. But, okay, so now you're entangling some more. Well, let's say you keep moving, right? You keep making moves towards what you want. You keep living as the person that has what you want. You know, you move towards it. Well, after you've been moving so long, stirring up, eventually, you and the thing that you want you can't even tell them apart. You're both the same thing. And not only that, but you've mixed both dyes until you just created a whole new thing between you and what you want. You've become one with it. And that's the simplest way I like to put it. Because, you know, what you seek is always seeking you. And if you're not moving through the ether that we live through, it's harder for the things you want to find you. You know, you can sit in a room, you can sit at home and try and manifest and believe you want this and believe you want that. But guess what? If you never step out of that house, that shit is never coming to you. You know. So, cut to where I am now. I know exactly what I want for myself. I can see it so clearly, and the world just keeps lining up for it, you know? Like everything. As soon as I think of something and I'm like, oh, I want that or I need that, I get it, you know? And it's happening faster and faster and faster every day. Even yesterday, so I'm talking to my friend who is my best friend now that I met being here. Amazing man. I'm gonna fucking miss him so much. But so we're talking yesterday, and you know, we're talking about everything, and I'm telling, you know, obviously he knows I'm doing all this with no money in my pocket. You know, he's in shock at how I'm even pulling all this off. But I'm telling you, I knew it was gonna happen, and I made it happen. But yeah, I told him, I'm like, the only thing I would be worried about is maybe how I'm gonna feed myself sometimes, right? Until I start making some money in a couple weeks. Tell me not, I mentioned the food. 20 minutes later, the lady that runs the establishment, the hostel that she owns it. The lady that owns it, she messages me and she says, hey, I just want to let you know, the day before you get here, I'm gonna go grocery shopping and fill the entire guest fridge and the guest house for you for when you get here. And I look at my friend and I'm like, dude, I don't know how many times I told you, but when I want something, it just happens. Like, I don't even, now that once you're so tuned in, it's like it becomes easy and easy. And then the easier it gets, the more comfortable you feel, you know, asking and allowing yourself to receive. Like, it's like a game, you know? The ether, the plasma around us, it wants to be played with. It wants to have fun just like we do. So you start giving it your thoughts and your commands, and it's like, oh, I like that, we'll give that to you, you know? So yeah, it's been pretty cool. But anyways, so as I ramble the fuck on, I am going to be recording throughout my trip. Again, I don't know how those videos are gonna come out, whether it's gonna be reels or whatever the case is. Maybe if I make one video of my travel there, I don't fucking know. But regardless, I'm still gonna be figuring this all out. And yeah, I'm so excited to have you guys like just come and watch me on this journey and realize that you can do all of this too. Okay, I've been going through so many amazing things that I can't wait to share with everybody, but obviously it's not gonna come out all at once because there's steps that need to be taken, and you know, all things in divine timing. But anyways, I would love if you guys could like and subscribe, you know. It'll help out a lot as time goes on. And it's just, I'm just trying to spread the message and spread some love and happiness, you know. Like, I hope I can eventually make you all smile all the time and, you know, kind of spark the hope back up in you that you can change your life at any fucking moment, you know. But yeah, so like, subscribe, hit the little bell thing, you know, all that good YouTube bullshit. Share the video. You should share this video with everybody, because as the weeks and the months go on, it's gonna be a wild ride. I got a lot of things lined up, you know. Like I said, I'm going to Chicago. I'll be in California after that. I'll be in Australia for a while after that, and who knows what's gonna come from there, you know. And I'm hoping that I can just keep bouncing around the whole fucking world for as long as I can manage to do it. But we'll see how it goes. You guys will get to watch it all happen right from the beginning. So yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to share it with you all. Bye.